One thing I found is repairing siding sometimes seems to be a little bit troublesome because normally you have to tear from the top down to replace the one piece to restack them back up. But today I'm going to show you a simple, quick way to fix a hole in your siding that doesn't take very long at all. And it's a whole lot easier than tearing off half your siding just to fix a small hole. So in this case, you can see something has hit this side of my garage here, and it needs fixed. I'm going to show you how to do that. So to do this job, you're only going to need three things. You're going to need a piece of siding that matches what you have. You're going to need something to cut the siding. Now I like these siding shears. You can pick these up in the home improvement stores. They work extremely well. They're just like a very large pair of scissors, and you just cut right through siding like butter. So if you don't have a pair and you're going to do a lot of siding work, that's worth investing in these things. I've also heard that you can take a saw blade on like a table saw or a circular saw and turn that blade backwards, and it'll cut through the plastic without tearing it up. I've tried to use a circular saw with the blade forward, and honestly it just shatters it. And it could be that the siding pieces that I have are old, they're original to the house, and maybe they're just a little more brittle, but a circular saw did not work for me. And I did not try to turn the blade around, so that might be something you want to try, is turn the blade around, see if you can cut with them. And you're going to need a good quality glue, and I just like this Mr. Nails. I use Mr. Nails for everything. You can get it in a hardware store. It's like $2 to $3 for a big tube, and I guess it's called liquid nails, and it's going to work just fine for what we need. The secret to doing this is, so you don't have to tear this down from the top to the bottom, is you want to take your whatever you're cutting with and cut your siding. You're going to cut this tab off right through here. That's what you want to do. And so what I like to do is I take these shears, because I'm not going to do this on film because I can't do this two-handed or one-handed, but I like to take the shears and cut them right down the center of this tab. So see where I'm at? And we're going to cut it right down the center, and then we'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so now that we've made that cut, and you can see I just cut it right down the center of the top of that strip, we're just going to kind of separate them, and you'll see why we're doing this here in a second. So we got these few pieces here that kind of fall apart, and this falls apart. You can see it's kind of a jagged edge, and we don't really care. We're just going to clean this up, and then we'll show you what we're going to do. Okay, so now we're going to take a little bit of this glue, and we're just going to put a little bit on the back. You really don't even need it. The friction alone will almost hold this in, but I like to add a little glue just in case you get some wind. And I just put a little bead right across the top like this. That's all you need. We're going to kind of mesh that in when we get this in. And then here's a hole. And here's our patch. I'm just going to tuck it in just like that. I'm going to try to shove this in with one hand. It's really hard to do things with one hand. Okay, I think I missed most of that on the video, but I think you get the point. So once you snap it up in, you're going to kind of rub that glue in and squish it around a little bit so it goes everywhere. And that's it. That hole's fixed. And that'll last for a very long time, as long as you own your house or garage. And it's a quick, easy fix, and it's a way to do it. If you don't have siding that matches, just take a piece to your local hardware store. They can pretty much match anything these days. One thing to mention, and I don't know if it's just the lighting, but as you can see, the cracks look really overemphasized on the camera this morning. But to make it a little less obvious, you could always use a longer piece. In this situation, you don't really see the side of the garage, so it's not really as important. But definitely, if it's on a house and it's on the face, and you want to make it less obvious, just make this piece longer. Because your house has joints in the siding anyhow. And a little short piece looks like you patched it, but a really long piece just looks like it was part of the build.